Yeah, like how do we know when you're like not recording? And, like I can like be like,
Right, I could do things like that. Can you please record that?
Welcome back to another episode of the Run Thru, where we talk pop culture and dish on everything entertainment. Since going into quarantine, I've really missed those water cooler chats with my coworkers. Spilling tea. So, I've invited a couple of them to come have a kiki with us tonight. These ladies don't hold back, so grab a bevy and enjoy the show. Okay, we've got two very special guests tonight. Small but mighty. One is a live and virtual event producer who's taken her time in quarantine to delve into the world of tequila. No, it's not an episode of Intervention, at least not yet. And you might have caught this other lady doing a nude balloon photo shoot in your local park or giving a good old at the Grammys. No, I'm not talking Cardi B. Please welcome tonight's guests, Nikkita, Thompson, and Samantha Johnson.
hi.
Hi. Thanks for doing
Thank
this.
you so much for
For having
having
us.
us.
I mean, I know about all the amazing work that the two of you have done for Pride over the years as event producers and all the work that you've done to get us through World Pride and a pandemic Pride. But why don't you each give a little bit more background on you and some of the work you've done? Why don't we start with Nikita?
Awesome. Hey, hey. So my name is Nikkita Thompson, and I have been producing live events steadily for about, I think, around like 7 years now. So anything from festivals to any like live broadcast events. I'm just really into that. I've been a part of the Grammys, Democratic National Convention, Made in America Festival in Philadelphia. So if there are hands in the air, I am there. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And Sam, how about you?
Hi, everyone. I am Samantha Johnson, originally from Washington, D.C. I now live in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm one of the event managers for NYC Pride. Um, I really started my live event producing career when I was working for the Green Festivals. It was a sustainability festival that went all across the country. It really started there, and now I am kicking it with this crew at NYC Pride.
And we have such a good time. I mean, from late night hours to Beyonce Coachella performances in the office. We I think get each other through
For
Pride.
sure. Definitely.
Absolutely.
We didn't have a lot of that this year or any of it really at all because of the pandemic. Can you all give your insight on what it was like producing live and virtual events in 2020?
This year was humbling. It was a learning experience with not knowing virtually anything, no pun intended. Going from live events to virtual was a bit of a scare because we didn't know if we were able to kind of create that first Pride experience for those people that attend the march on a normal basis, or like people that attend the Human Rights Conference since 2018. So it was a bit scary, but kind of learning and going into the experience in that mindset, it was super exciting to now have like some other things under our belts as event producers.
And Nikita, you and I have been producers on ABC's special of the New York City Pride March for a few years now. What was it like for you this year, and were there any standouts?
It was both terrifying and also amazing. Being one of the first live productions back in New York City. I know you and I just spoke a lot about, what does COVID compliance look like, during a live event. And so, having to kind of figure that out and navigate all of that was a little terrifying, but still also amazing because that you are still able to do what you love and bring this amazing show to so many people through working with ABC. and that you can, it can be done. You work during a pandemic and everyone remains safe and still provide like amazing content. And so there were so many amazing standout moments. This bus going through the city, talking about what the future of Pride is and all the different phrases on there. It was amazing. Carson Kressley was awesome. And then, of course, the packages. We had such a strong open with Angelica Ross and Tangina Stone singing the Black National Anthem, which has never been done before for the Pride March. So it was a really special time.
And can we just stop for a moment and give you credit, because Tangina doing the Black National Anthem was 100% not just your idea, but like your full execution, which was, I think, historic, timely, and made total sense. I
Oh my
literally
goodness.
couldn't do this job
Yes.
without you, I tell you.
Thank you so much for that. I know, like, even Samantha, I was talking to Tangina, I was talking to her manager, I was talking to David, and it was like, what are we gonna do? And to be able to have that conversation with, the producers and be able to push that and know that was the right thing to do. It was perfect. It was dope.
And we at New York City Pride have always been cursed. The national anthem has never actually made it to broadcast.
That's
And the
right.
Black National
Yeah.
Anthem made it to
Period.
broadcast.
Period. Ooh.
Sam, you had a part in broadcast too. You were Carson Kressley's talent wrangler.
Carson Kressley. Yes.
What was it like for you? What was he like?
First of all, that's my best friend. He was so nice. We were running from headquarters to Stonewall, Stonewall to headquarters, and he was so great about it. When we said run, he was all the way down the street. I almost tripped. So there's that. He was, doing the fan photos even when we had to go. He's just so nice. He was so professional. I think that he did amazing on the broadcast, and it was definitely a new experience for me because I've never wrangled talent in that aspect. So learning experience again, but he super fun. His suit was amazing. He looked amazing. It was great.
Samantha likes to pretend that she is not into the talent world, but she's great at it. And this year produced some events for Pride that lived on Facebook and YouTube with some great names like Jonathan Van Ness, Brian Michael Smith, Ashley Marie Preston. Sam, what was it like putting together those rosters of events and working with such high-level people?
It was great. It's always inspiring to work with activists within this Pride space because they are kind of our sources for information. So anytime we are like booking talent, I'm most likely either already following them on social media or I go follow them for information. Having Ashley Marie Preston and Jonathan Van Ness come together for that conversation and they be two different types of people and their fan base crossover was super amazing. Also having like younger activists like Brandon Wolf and Chella Mann come together and participate in our digital content was amazing. The thing that I don't like about talent is the scheduling. Having to book people that are in LA, in New York, in wherever, and time zones don't match up and you can't wake this person up at a certain time. That's the only thing I really don't like about it. But everything else it's fine. Once you get into the filming and rehearsals and everything like that, it's fine.
Nikkita, you have a lot of experience working in television production in general, with a long history outside of Pride. I know that you've done New Year's, you've done Grammys. Tell us what it's like to do events that the world has their eyes on.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome, to know, especially younger when I was watching TV and you're just like watching, the New Year's Eve ball drop and it's just like this one thing coming at you. But when you're actually on site, you see all these different elements and then you begin to see it all come together to be this one package that you receive at home. So to just see all of that come together is pretty dope. Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Sam, you wear many hats, both figuratively and actually, one of them being entrepreneur. So tell us about your latest venture with Vascano.
Yeah. So my best friends and I, we started a business back in 2017 called Cultural Crawl. It was a nationwide bar crawl that kind of catered towards Black and Brown people, making safe spaces. It was really great up until COVID-19. We had to put a pause on that because we weren't comfortable hosting the event and being outside. And of course, we can't be in and out of restaurants and bars right now. So we kind of gathered together and created a tequila brand. Tequila is something that we all drink. It's something that we all bond over. So we're currently in the process of creating our Black-owned tequila brand, Boscano. If you want to follow the process of us bringing this to life, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Boscano Tequila. We are just really diving into a new industry, an industry that really doesn't have that many Black owners, Black ownership. So we're super excited about it, and we're really grateful for all of the support that we have, had so far. But feel free to follow us and follow us throughout the process and drink our tequila soon.
Okay, it is game time at the Run Thru. So here at the Run Thru, we like to play some games so we can dig deep into pop culture. Okay, let's kick off our first game. This first one is called Who Said That?
Ooh,
Who said that?
Who said that? Who said that?
Who said that?
I didn't say that.
Okay, I'm going to give you a quote, and you have to tell me if the quote was said by Donald Trump or a real housewife. You ready? When Beyonce was thrusting her hips forward in a very suggestive manner, if someone else would have done that, it would have been a national scandal. I thought it was ridiculous and it was not appropriate.
Donald Trump.
Oh,
Nikita?
Donald Trump.
It was Donald Trump.
Yeah, she's shady to Beyonce. So, yeah.
All right. All right, let's give you another one. Don't be all, like, uncool.
A housewife.
I must be a housewife.
For bonus points, does anyone know who the housewife was?
It was New York. Luann.
Yeah. Yes, Countess Luann.
Hey, I get extra.
Okay.
Things.
You get extra things. You get all the prizes.
I got prizes.
All right. Up next. Slut pig. It's one phrase.
I think it's a housewife. I have no idea which one, but that sounds very housewife. Oh, really?
It's Nikita's. It was a housewife. It was Kim Richards talking about Brandy Glanville. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that's the way that women speak to each other. So that makes sense.
It's rough. And the way that Donald Trump speaks to women. All right, let's go. Let's do another one. I promise not to talk about all your massive plastic surgeries, especially those that didn't work.
Donald Trump.
A housewife.
It was Donald Trump talking about Cher. And there are gays for Donald Trump. That should not be allowed, especially after that quote.
It sounded really mean, sound like Donald Trump, but it's even more hurtful to know that he said that to Cher. Like, she doesn't deserve that.
I know. I mean, she holds her own.
True, but still, leave Cher alone.
But rude. All right, one last one. She's a crazed, low-life, crying dog.
A housewife.
These are so good. Did you say housewife, Sam? Nikita?
Yeah, a housewife. But I want to know which one.
No, it was Donald Trump.
Who did you say that to?
Omarosa.
Oh. Okay. I cannot handle that.
Next game up is called Latavia, Latoya, Lahu.
Ooh. Wow.
So I'm going to name trios, and you have to work together to decide who is the Yoncé, the Kelly, and sadly the Michelle.
Okay.
All right, up first, Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Harry's Beyonce, clearly, with his forehead so strong.
I would say that Hermione would be Beyonce.
Are you out of your mind? Harry's
She-
trying to save the world.
She knows all the potions, all the formulas, everything. She was teaching them something.
No. So then Hermione's Kelly, because Kelly was.
Kelly's the better singer.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. I didn't want to say it, but yes, baby. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah. Would you
Hermione can be Kelly.
Ron Weasley? That makes Ron Weasley.
He is a little clumsy, so.
Oh Lord.
That poor girl. That poor girl. Okay, let's do another one. Nene Leakes, Portia Williams, and Cynthia Bailey.
Cynthia is
can you say it
definitely
again?
Michelle.
What was the middle one? I didn't hear all three.
Nene Leakes, Portia Williams, and Cynthia Bailey.
Cynthia Michelle.
I agree about Cynthia being Michelle. It's hard because the person who I think is going to come out as Beyonce doesn't deserve it. But I'm going to say Portia is the Beyonce and Nene is the Kelly.
I agree with that.
Wow. Oh, you do love
Nene
Portia.
has made a lot of mistakes, and Beyonce would never make those, Cynthia do the clumsy mistakes, but Nene does like you shouldn't have did that. And Portia, she out there, she a freedom fighter, so she, Beyonce, she be out there freedom fighting with her millions. It's levels, but they on the same track. It's levels. And her wigs be cuter too. So
next game is called Docu What? You have to cast folks who have been featured in major documentaries recently with who would play them in a Lifetime TV movie. Now, your Lifetime movie could have a big budget and you can pull a Brad Pitt, or you could get someone like, I don't know, Aunt Becky, because she probably needs a job. All right, so let's go first. Jeffrey Epstein.
Kelsey Grammer.
Oh, Kelsey's creepy. I would have said Ben Affleck.
I thought of Ben Affleck too. But Ben Affleck gets everything. He gets everything.
He does get everything. Is he deserving of everything? I'm not going to say yes, but he does get everything. Well, let's stick in that documentary. Let's do Ghislaine Maxwell.
I say Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner. Oh, that's definitely Lifetime. They just canceled the Kardashians, so she needs a paycheck. Okay, let's do Michelle Obama. Becoming.
It's hard. Kerry Washington does that thing for her.
Kerry Washington?
That Michelle would never do. You know that? Yes, you know that thing she does with her face when it's like, yes! And it's like, she's like about to break out in tears, and it's like,
I love that about her.
She does it when she's sad. She does it when she's angry. She does it when she's got it handled. It's handled.
She does it a lot when she's begging people.
It's like she's in one of those old 80s movies.
Yeah, I gotta leave her alone. I say Regina King, but
Regina King would be great. You're good at this game.
Yeah, Regina King is good.
All right, let's do Walter Mercado.
I must admit that I don't know what you're talking about.
Who is that?
Who is that?
You're not allowed to say that during Hispanic Heritage Month.
No, but
You're right.
Walter
This is
Mercado.
where you educate us.
Oh, good. So gather round, children. Walter Mercado is the premier psychic for Spanish television. He passed away sadly. But you have to watch the documentary just to get an inside scoop. He, much like the Cowardly Lion as a child, confused me. I was confused. All I knew is I wanted the outfits, and I knew it was like the one time for like it was like a 5-minute segment on the late night news shows on the Spanish channel that I was like, ugh, I can be me. Because here's this man with this long hair and all these rings. I wanted all the rings and these robes and these capes. And then what made people love him is that he would do these horoscopes. But everyone's horoscope said that they were going to be the richest, most famous, amazing, going to get married, have 10 children, you're going to get a car, everything in your life is wonderful. The moon and the stars are going to come and bless you, and Jesus is here, and Jesus loves you, and everybody loves you. You're going to be rich. Oh, are you scared about something? You don't have to be scared about it because everything is going to be great. So everybody was like, oh my God, Walter said my life's going to be great. But he said it for no one ever had a bad horoscope. Not once. We would all just literally, like the news is on, everyone's cooking, cleaning, whatever you're doing around the house, and Walter would come on and we would stop.
Wow. What network is this on?
Univision.
Ooh. Can you say it again?
You have to watch the document.
Is Walter still on? It's not. Is the show on anymore?
No, he died.
Oh, rest in peace, Walter. Yeah.
Next game is called Ride or Die. So, you have to give us 3 absolute, have to have these if you were famous on your rider, in your dressing room. If you walked in and it wasn't there, it would be squalor. You would throw vases across the room. You'd flip furniture. You'd storm out and you wouldn't perform. What do you need?
Nikkita.
I'm ready all day. Listen, okay? So, fresh cut flowers in all the rooms. First of all, there needs to be 3 rooms for me. And there might need to be a lounge space for people to convene and they don't have to go into different people's rooms. But at least 3 rooms, okay? Fresh flowers in each room, okay? What's that thing called? Like incense, candles, or like the aromatherapy essential oil stuff in each room. White, all white in each room. A printer. Do not play with me, okay? There are things that need to be printed. All right. I want a printer in that production management room. Full length mirror. Because sometimes they just like to hit you with the, this is where you can just get your makeup done. But what about my outfit? I gotta see my outfit. Full length mirror. Okay? And I want some spicy chili chicken wings. But after the show. Don't put them in the room before the show because I'm gonna eat them. And it's gonna mess up my outfit. So you have to put them in after the show. You definitely have to have white couch, white my director's chair. Because it needs to be a high stool, white. So that's just some of the riders, some of it.
So Sam, Nikkita took most of your rider, but if you had some items, what would you like?
I'm not that complicated because I know I will be in and out of this show. Whatever show you have going on, I'll be going to the next. So all I need is 2 bottles of Vascano tequila. I would
not selling it.
Love it. Bring it in. I can go. I definitely need a full length mirror. That is necessity. And an oil diffuser. If I could pick a 4th item, I would do a case of water. Again, I'm in and out because I'm going other places. I have other things to do.
Uh-huh.
Well, this has been fun.
Yes.
I love
We
it.
survived. We made it. So now's your time. Why don't you give some socials, any projects you're working on, anything to share? Sam, why don't you go first?
Lascano Tequila at Lascano Tequila. You can follow me on my personal Samantha Marie.j on Instagram. But other than that, check us out, nycpride.org. We have some great events that are coming next year.
Just follow me on Nikki T, Nikki NIKKI__TEA. I don't have that much tea, but you can still come take a sip.
That's
All
your
right.
Real Housewives tagline.
I was literally just thinking like I really need to change this Instagram name, but you all are giving me new life. Okay, cool.
All right. Well, that's it. Thanks for stopping
Thanks
by.
for having us. Bye.
Love y'all. Bye. Well, that was fun. I wonder if they realize that I'm the Yoncé of this trio. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Keep an eye on Instagram for updates. Remember, on Instagram, the.run.thru or the Run Thru on YouTube. Make sure you tune in next time. Otherwise, you got some splaining to do.